The following is a call with a CS graduate of a 4-year program who's looking to get into data analytics and claims to have worked extensively with Python in the context of machine learning.
I just graduated like 2 weeks ago.
Wait, so you use Python?
I haven't noticed. Yeah, I use Python. I use like for like AI ML. I use Python.
What version of Python do you use?
3.11 on like my my laptop, and then on Google Colab. I don't know which version it is.
Everything in... How would you check if you wanted to know?
Python 3 dash dash version.
Okay. What other way can you check?
I don't know. That's like what I use.
Do you know what the REPL is?
I don't know. What?
Today's video sponsor is me. I built this site called getcracked.io because I noticed that there was a massive skill gap between what candidates know and what they should know. This isn't only skill up and interview prep content focused on language knowledge. It also includes things like operating systems, concurrency, design patterns, computer architecture, with questions asked from top firms around the world. I also have a coding section here that teaches you real-world concepts. These aren't toy puzzles. These aren't contrived problems with principles like dynamic programming, which you will rarely use ever in your career. These are real questions with real implementations and real explanations, many of them having appeared in interviews in the past. Make sure to check it out. Do you know what the REPL is?
REPL, how do you spell it?
REPL?
REPL, REPL. No, I don't know that. I don't know what that is.
Oh, read, evaluate, print loop? You haven't heard about that?
So it's... Wait, what?
You haven't heard about the Python REPL?
No. I think I skipped like all of the like fundamentals and just like go straight up to ML, because like when I started to learn like programming, like I used like C and C++, but that was like 4 years ago.
Do you know what type
So
hinting is in Python?
Type what?
Type hinting?
Type hinting. I don't know that.
So if I wanted to annotate a function with the type of its inputs, how would you do that? So if I was to write like add, right? And I would do add, and I would do pass an X and Y to the add method, and it would return a value, right? Because I add two things together. How would I hint to the user that uses add what the input parameters types should be?
Wait, let me visualize it in my mind.
Sure. So think of writing an add method and passing an X and Y, and then how do I tell the consumer of that add method what the types of X and Y should be?
You don't, because like you don't have to like specify the type.
You don't have to, but you can be helpful and specify it to the client.
Yeah, I don't think I don't really know.
Okay. Have you ever seen Python code where it's like x colon int?
X
int. Have you seen like x colon int?
No.
Okay. That would be how type hinting works. I'm curious, do you know what integer division is in Python? So if I was to do like, if I was to do 3 divided by 2 in Python, what would the result be?
Result would be 3 divided by 2, so that would be 1.5.
Right. And how would I write that in Python?
So like you would assign a variable for it, for example.
No, don't worry about assigning variables, just writing it out.
Oh, 3/2.
Right. So what happens if I did 3//2? So 2 slashes.
That would be square root.
Are you sure?
Wait, no. // Um, yeah, I don't really know, to be honest.
Okay, that would be integer division.
Right.
So that would be 3 divided by 2. That would give you 1. Because it would floor,
Right.
it would do 1.5 and it would floor.
With floor, like, automatically?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. And so we just brought up the concept of pointers, and so my question for you is, if I have the statement x equals 1, where is
Right.
1 stored and where is... Let's actually make it a little different. Let's say I have a class called A. I just a class called A, and it's empty. Has no methods, no data members. And I do x equals A, right? So I create an object A. Where is x stored and where is A stored?
Class A, and it's empty, and then x equals A.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Have you heard of the concept of stack and heap?
Oh, yeah, stack and heap.
Okay, so if you've heard of the concept of stack and heap, do you know what they are?
So stack is the data structure that the method is the method of inserting and
We were just talking about storage, not data structures. I'm talking about stack and heap in the context of operating systems.
Stack and heaps. Stack is like the process, like first in, first out. Like it's used in. It's like a.
We're not talking about data structures. We're talking about operating systems. If you haven't heard of stack and heap in the context of operating systems, that's fine. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. Have you heard about it in the context of operating systems or no?
I've heard about it.
Do you know? Okay, I actually don't like the word I've heard because you can.
Yeah.
I've heard about quantum mechanics. I don't know shit about it. So what I'm saying is, do you know what it is?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Okay, then we'll skip that for now. So we mentioned that everything in Python is an object. So if everything is an object, everything is stored on the heap. But the reference to that object is stored on the stack. So X would be stored on the stack, but class A would be stored on the heap. We just talked about classes though, right? I mentioned class A, right?
Right.
If I wanted to write class A in Python and have nothing inside of it, just an empty class, how would you do that? What would that look like in code? You can describe it to me.
Class A just empty, so class A and then I don't know what's the word.
Colon?
Yeah, colon and then space and then wait, is class an object? So you would use like self dot.
Well, we want it to be empty, so we don't want any implementation. So I'm gonna give you a hint. It starts with P.
P. Yeah, I cannot recall.
Pass?
Pass. Oh yeah, pass.
Yeah. How does a list look like in Python? What's the syntax to write a list?
Curly bracket. No. It's the. I don't know what it's called. It's the square bracket.
Right. Do you know what a tuple is?
Yeah, I know what a tuple is.
What's the difference between a tuple and a list?
So a tuple is, so you have, for a list, you have, let's say, an integer in a list, so like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when it comes to tuple, you can mix strings and integers as well inside that tuple.
I'm pretty sure you can do that with a list too.
So tuple, maybe it's more liberal than a list is. So you can put not just like lists, not just like integers and strings together, but you can also hold other objects. So
That's not the
let's
difference,
say
dude.
let's say like yeah,
You don't know the
okay,
difference.
okay,
Um, tuples are immutable, so they can't be altered.
right. Oh yeah, right.
That's just one property of a tuple. How would I write a tuple in Python?
I have no idea.
Okay, well then don't say I know what a tuple is if you have no idea how to write one.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you how do you write a tuple of size 1, but you aren't sure what a tuple is, and that's okay. But well, I guess it's not okay that you don't know what a tuple is actually, and it's even more not okay that you say you know what it is and then you don't, because that in an interview will kill you
Right.
like immediately. Um, okay. Do you know why, for example? So if do you know how to open up a file in Python?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you do that?
Um, like open to read or just like open it.
Yeah, let's say you want to open it to read it.
Um, like on terminal, I just go like usually I just if I want to read then the contents I really just like use cat.
In Python though.
Oh, in Python.
That's the topic of the discussion.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. And you mentioned you're a data analyst?
Um, data science.
So what do you do at work?
Like I don't have a job yet. Like I'm still searching. Like I just got interviews
And
and
what it
interview.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
cut you off. Say that again.
So I was applying for because like my projects are mostly machine learning, deep learning. So
I don't
I was
understand how you're doing machine learning and deep learning if you don't know the difference between a list and a tuple. That's such a big mistake that I see people doing. Like, what should I learn to be a machine learning engineer? Dude, you're not. No offense, but you don't even know what a REPL is. What the REPL is.
yeah
That's like
yeah
Python 101. You sit down in your first class with the professor. What did you study?
I
Sorry,
don't
what did you study in school again?
computer science, but
And you don't know
I
what the
didn't
REPL is. Okay.
yeah because like at the first like the language that I use for like all of that is like C and C++.
Oh, okay. So you're familiar with C++. plus plus.
I wouldn't say I'm familiar, but I use it like 3 years ago.
Okay, I don't want to ask you anything about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But that's still not, I don't know, that's, in my opinion, that's not an excuse. So sorry, you were saying, so is this with a 4-year degree?
Yeah, for a year.
Do you mind saying, is this in the US?
No.
Do you mind saying the country?
Yeah, it's Indonesia.
Okay. I don't know anything about Indonesian CS programs. Um, Okay.
Correctly.
How would you
Right
do
now.
inheritance in Python? How would you inherit from a class in Python?
Return.
Return? What, can you explain
Yeah.
that a little?
So let's say you have a class. Let's say class, and inside that class there's this variables called a, and a equals 1, and then if you return, if at the bottom you return the a, that would means that the a is the uh, inherited object.
Let's say I have like class A and class B. And class A is a parent of class B. So B inherits from A. B is a child of A. So how would I write that relationship between class B and class A in Python to reflect their inheritance hierarchy?
So first you class A, and then write the class B within the class A indentation.
What does that
Inside
look
the
like? What do you
class.
mean write it within the class A indentation?
To be honest, like I'm not really sure.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what you're doing at all with machine learning. You should stay far away from that. It's such a mistake, and I see it all the time. I want to be this advanced machine learning engineer. It's like you don't even know how to figure out what version of Python you're using. What are you doing with machine learning? Like it's just. I'm trying not to be harsh, but I think this is a wake-up call for you. Especially if you start interviewing, dude, you will get nowhere not knowing these things.
Because like with Python, like I skip like the basics, like I just straight up to like training model and then deploying it, because that's like
How do you
doesn't
okay?
really
How are you? What models are you training?
like I've trained YOLO and NLP, specifically LSTM.
I don't even understand how you're using these libraries when you don't know what a default argument is. That's my confusion.
Because I use ChatGPT.
Right, so you're not actually coding.
Yeah.
But then how did you get through school 4 years and graduate? Be honest with me. Nobody knows your name. Nobody knows who you are, where you're from.
I'm still trying to think of it. Wait. So like my program had not just like coding, but also like computer networking and system operating system. And by the end of the programs, like I don't really do any coding, because it was just like software architecture where you don't really code.
But I did ask you about the stack in the heap, and you said you had no idea what that was, and that's operating systems 101. So like
Yeah,
clearly
I guess.
something is not clicking, or you're not learning, or you're ignoring. Like I don't know what to, I'm trying to figure that out.
Probably like forgot about it.
You don't forget about these things. It's like saying I forgot how to ride a bicycle.
Right.
Let me ask you. You mentioned networking, right?
Right.
Do you know what TCP is?
Yeah, TCP. That's the protocol for file transfer that you wait for the like example, the client send the packet to the server, and then before the client send the next packet, you wait for the server to send the receive signal, so make sure the packet
I said
that is
TCP,
successful.
TCP, not FTP.
TCP.
What does TCP stand for?
It's yeah, I forgot.
Transmission Control Protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, your school wasted 4 years of your life. I don't know. Are your peers at the same level, or are your peers more advanced, less advanced?
So like I have like a few like peers that are extremely cracked. I mean, they're already like working while studying. So like many of them like have like 2 years of internship slash full-time jobs while doing studying as well. But some part like my class didn't graduate. Like only like two-third of my class graduated at 4 years.
So what happened to the other 1/3? They passed away, or what happened?
They haven't finished it because like they got a lot of stuff like that class they failed, or yeah, mostly just classes that they fail and they have to retake it, so they have to add a semester or two.
What are they failing? Because clearly they're not learning anything. So how can you fail a course that doesn't teach you anything? So I'm kind of curious how you passed in 4 years and they're still struggling. What does that mean about? What does that say about them and the courses?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just, yeah, you just need to understand that you're not where you need to be, and to get to where you are, where you want to be, it's gonna take. You need to like relearn everything, honestly.
Yeah, I feel
Go
like
on
I skipped the
Pluralsight.
basics.
Go. Sorry, say that
Right?
again.
I feel like I skip like all of the like important steps and just like go straight to the like the advanced stuff without
The
knowing
thing
like
is, I can
the
guarantee you,
basics.
if I asked you about the advanced stuff, you also won't know it. There's nobody out there that knows the advanced stuff but doesn't know how to create a list in Python.
Yeah.
So when you're saying you're deploying all these models, I just know you're using ChatGPT.
True.
You know, so unlike you don't actually know the advanced stuff, you just do it, but you're not doing
Yeah.
it. It's ChatGPT doing it for you. So all good, man. I mean, like, listen, at least now you know that you really need to start learning, because there's only up from where you are, honestly.
Right.
Any questions?
Right. Maybe that's a question, but I think I have like if I'm cook, like most people are cook as well. Like I mean in my country, because like most, not most, like some of my peers are basically they're just like, I don't know, I don't want to bring them down, but they, yeah. So
Okay, but that's a coping
uh
mechanism. That's not an
yeah.
excuse.
Right. And I did like some web dev too, like React, like those kind of web devs.
Okay, you use
So
React.
yeah,
Do you know what the use state call is in React?
you state that's for the cons. So that would be
For the what?
the
Sorry.
state, the cons. So use like cons, let's say. So it's the like variables for the state, like the cons. I don't know how to say it.
Const? No, you said it. Const is how you declare a variable, and you want to make sure that its reference doesn't change. But what does that have to do with use state? What do you mean use state is for const?
It's the state, like it's to like I don't know how to explain it, but
Okay, bro, you didn't do React.
I read the like learn React.dev, like learn React tutorial, but
Clearly,
hardly any
though, it
info
didn't
like
stick, because use state is, I don't know, I don't even know how to parse the statement use state is for const. I don't even know what that means.
kind of like reiterating, but I should like fucking learn like from the start,
Yeah, you didn't
right?
learn from like bare bones.
And like for projects, like most of my projects, like I couldn't really build them without ChatGPT, so I guess that's like the main problem with me. So I gotta stop using it.
Don't say it's a problem with you, because I don't want you to personalize it. It's a problem with your learning. Like, you need to
Right.
lock
So I
in,
just
you know? Like, you don't
right.
have a
So
mental
like
deficiency. You sound like you're an intelligent person. You can hold a conversation. It's just like you don't know what you should.
right. Right. Right.
All right. Anything else?
I guess that's it.
All right, bro. Good luck on the journey.
Right. Thank you, bro.
Yes, yeah. We have mad cracked people in the chat. We have both ends of the scale. We have cracked people and people on crack.